Yes, people. Welcome to the Unspoken Gems podcast. For your mum, for your dad, for your sister, for your brother, for your uncle. We do not discriminate. My name is Kio Apaloo. To my right, I've got my co-host.
Yeah, myself, Drizz.
And today we got a very special guest, TiaMarie.
Hi.
How you doing, love? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Well, to be honest, I'm tired. I'm just recovering from Carney, which was yesterday.
Yep.
I know I done well because my legs hurt. So, and my back broke. So yeah, just recovering.
So you definitely got them steps in yesterday.
Literally.
Yeah? So how was your journey today anyway? How did you find it getting in there today?
Yeah, so it was fine. To be honest, I'm from North London, so it was easy for me to. I literally just jumped in the car and then I just slapped in autopilot, boy. I was like, let's go.
So Carnival, would you say your legs are hurting from Carnival? So how did you find Carnival this year? Bearing in mind it's been like a 2 years hiatus, no Carnival. How did you find it like this year? Did you think it was good? Was it up to your expectations?
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like it was really busy, man. Like it was so busy, and I saw so many people. Like because I drove there, like just so I just parked.
Kensal Rise?
Yeah. I parked at the hospital.
Okay.
Because my mum had a little badge, you get it. So I was like, come. So I was like, as long as I can walk, literally, as long as I can walk 25 minutes, I don't really care because I know that I've always got a car to come back to.
Yeah.
So literally just drove there. And yeah, so in terms of the actual carnival, like I think it was really good. Like there's loads of people that I know from France who I've worked with as well. So I saw a lot of them there. They love it. They was like, the carnival is so good. At first, I remember one of my French friends. He was like, "Is it free? Do I need a ticket?" And I was like, "You don't need a ticket. Just come, enjoy yourself." So yeah, it was lit.
Yeah. Did you go both days?
No, I only went on the Sunday because I just came back I went away with my mum on a little retreat. So I came back on a Saturday. So the Sunday I was just recovering. And I'm happy I'd done that because my legs would have been just gone. I would have been tired. Honestly, I know I keep going back to the legs,
but
if you put in the work, you know what I'm talking about.
That is true. Now, when I lie, a lot of people have skipped gym this week because I know already that leg workout was serious. That leg workout was serious. But yeah, touching what you just said, you've worked with a few people up in Paris. So so what do you do in terms of, I know you do music, but what kind of music do you do?
Yeah, so in terms of the music, like, I'm sort of getting back into it now. I stopped it for a while, for maybe like a year, because I must have put out a big video and like a big, like, it was big production, really amazing. Like, it was in a mansion, I had the girls, I had dancers, I had everything. And unfortunately, a girl that I wasn't so cool with, it always happens when you're doing good, yeah. But cool. There was a girl I wasn't really cool with. And she came and started reporting my video and just trying to take it down, like just over like petty stuff.
Wow.
And that happened. That literally happened. So I thought like it just traumatized me kind of because it's kind of like, you know, when you work so hard
for something,
yeah, but cool. So that's why I stopped music. So I'm trying to get back into it. And right now I'm doing sort of, I would say like R&B. I'm trying to keep it as commercial as possible, only because the commercials what's going to get promoted more. That's just how it is in this industry. Unless you get like a sound sample that everyone's like focused on and
gravitate to.
Yeah. So yeah.
So in relation to the R&B, I know when I ask artists a lot of these questions, they don't really like to say who they're inspired by. They like to say, look, I just do my own sound. But ask that question to you, UK and globally, who are you inspired by in the R&B scene?
Well, I think I got loads. Like in the UK, there's a girl called Amani. I really love her music. She done like a lot of house music when she was younger, so she was quite famous for that. She done like Capital Extra, Summertime Ball, all of that stuff. So I really liked Amani. In terms of in America, I love Mariah Carey. There's no doubt about that. There's a new artist called Mariah the Scientist.
Yes, I've heard of some. I remember I was playing that once. One person comes to me, play this. I was like, what tune is that?
Mariah the Scientist and Kalani as well. I love Kalani because with Kalani, she just sexy and bad. But she just, I like how she story tells. So yeah, that's on the music side. That's what I do. Other than the music, I also just have a part-time job. So I work at Harrods, which is a lovely like luxury job. And then I also I was personal assistant influencers and just sort of getting involved with influencers in London and Paris. I worked with a lot of influencers in London who are very known, very known. And then in Paris as well, like the people I worked in Paris, they probably got like 100K followers, a couple million. In the UK, it's more like 100Ks, 200Ks, but that's still numbers. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
So doing a job like that, especially the influencing, because you're in that kind of scene, do you feel that helps you to kind of understand the industry a bit more? And obviously you go in certain places with these influencers and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think it definitely helps me understand reality from what is shown on social media.
Yes,
because
that's the big one. Yeah, that's the big one.
Literally,
Yeah.
like, when I'm telling you, like,
I think we've got to clap for that.
things,
So I think we've got to clap for that. Come on. We've got to clap for that one because people don't understand that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people just think that, cool. When I'm seeing someone wear outfit, like, when you see somebody wear outfit, you always think that's their budget. Like, that's like, it's showing what they're making, if that makes sense. Like, but that's not the reality. Like, I've worked with influencers. Obviously, I'm not gonna name because you sign contracts and then things there before I get locked up.
People at your door and that yes long.
But I've worked with influencers and then like they're going home and they're sleeping on a mattress with a sheet. Do you understand? Like, it's not even a bed frame. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Literally, like, they're struggling and that, like, in the way that they live in, but then when they're showing themselves, they literally got 3 million followers. Do you get it? And they've got designer, like, it's like, where are you weighing out your priorities? But like, it's mad. But even like, I've worked with influencers where, say, something I've seen is not good that they're doing, and I've sort of commented on it. That's kind of where you break relationships, because that's when I'm like, that's when they're saying, hold up, but you're only meant to be helping me with this, not actually giving me advice.
Yeah.
But because I know how I am, and my mouth too big, like, I've had to, that's why I'm saying, all right, cool, this relationship and this contract is clearly over now. Like, I've done what I had to do at this time. And it's sad, but it happens. But I've just learned bare stuff, so yeah.
But I think, like I said, it's right. It's not even having a big mouth. I think sometimes you've got to be real to yourself, because you can't sit in be in a situation and see something completely wrong. It's like whistleblowing at work.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might see something wrong, you let it go. But I think when you're in the scene yourself and you know these people are lying, you just got to say what you feel sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about the industry in general. There's not a lot of people keeping it real to themselves. Like you said, sleeping on a mattress. But you're wearing drip that costs like what, a couple of bags. The priorities is completely out the window.
It's crazy.
Like, and obviously you was touching on the industry. I mean, problems you had with that person that was kind of hating on you and kind of messed up your drive to do the music. So what other politics have you come across in the industry?
Okay, so, Lord. We've only got a list of you today,
We've got enough time, don't worry.
Cool. So, all right, so as I was doing the music, I think this is probably, so now I'm 20. I'm going to be 21 next year, but I'm 20 this year. So when I was about 18, I just got in doing music and everything. Actually, I was doing it when I was 14, but cool. I was making more of a name for myself, right? So I thought that if I appear in music videos, people will start to recognize me. So I'd done the whole little music video thing, like that little model, but I was never like in a bikini, never skin out, you know, literally, or never me twerk, nothing like that, because, you know, I say our family. So, but obviously I was just in a few videos, and sometimes when you're video vixen, right? People, they sexualize you majority of the time, or they'll think, oh, because she's in a music video, she's probably a hoe. She probably sleeps with bare people, this, that. So that was sort of building up around, and at the time I was in a relationship as well. So obviously for him, it's not nice. Like, he's thinking, like, why are people saying this about my girl? Like, it's not fair. So I was just proving to him, like, no, like, this is not happening. I'll just go to my shoot. I'll make my money. And I was making good money. I'll be doing a 2-hour shoot, and I'm getting $250, £300. Do you understand? So I'll stand look pretty for 3 seconds of the video, you know? For 3-4 seconds of the video, I will do that. Like, that's fine. Literally, and then just go. So cool. The majority of the time, they'll pay for your travel, whatever. So it kept going on. I was doing all these videos, getting loads of money, just quick. I was giving it to my mom, like whatever, saving it. And then there was this one shoot I'd done. So the shoot's finished now. And I'm just sitting down, I'm just observing everyone, because I was thinking, like, even all these little boys at the high point, they just want to chat to you. But they with me, they just knew, they were like, why are you so stush? But then when I'm on front of the camera, I'm all cool. So after this shoot now, I see all the other models, they've got them all cabs. So I'm thinking, look I'm just like, oh, by myself, yeah. So then one of the boys comes up to me and he's like, do you wanna stay and chill for a bit? And I said, no. I was like, I've come in to do a shoot. Like, it's done. Like, I'm ready to go home. So he's like, all right, cool, we'll get you a cab. 30 minutes gone by, 1 hour's gone by, I still haven't got a cab, no cab. All I've been seeing is delivery pizza coming. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to eat a pizza before you, like, just dem me off as well. Literally. So then in the end, I'm like to them, you know what? I said, don't worry about it. I'll just get the cab home. Because I only live 10 minutes up the road.
Yeah,
so
but it's like, you want them to pay because they're there. Yeah.
But they already gave me my money, so I wasn't too bothered. Yeah. So then, anyway, I'm about to go now. And then I'm grabbing all my stuff together. And then I can't find the black dress that I wore for the video. Right? So I'm saying to one of the guys, I'm like, listen, like, where's my black dress? And like, all my stuff. And then he's like, I don't know, like, why don't you just stay and then we can look for it? And I said, no, sir. I got the cab. I went back home and I thought, you know what, that was just a boohoo dress, £5. That's calm, innit? That could be covered. But how evil is that? And then the same day, I got a call from one of my friends. She was doing a shoot in South. And she said that they took her phone and they were like trying to get her to stay and everything. And then after that, like, in the Bible, right, just quickly go into religion. In the Bible, it says that God will give you 3 confirmations. You understand? So the first time was when there was no one around me. The second time was when I went and then I found out that they thieved the dress. And then the third time was the same day that my friend called me and said that her phone had been taken away. Yeah. So then what I done after that is I changed my whole look. I was wearing like a blonde wig. I just changed my whole look. I went back to brown hair, I just went low for a bit, like no one was really knowing what I was doing. And then that's when I was focused on the music. Then that's when I wanted to have my big break. But then whatever happened. But yeah, man.
I've heard them stories a few times. Obviously, I'm not heavily into
He's like, damn, man, I need some water.
I've heard it a few times, but it's like, I think it's quite difficult for women, like you said, because down to when we used to watch rap videos from America, women was always sexualizing videos. But it's like, how do you kind of get out of that kind of stigma? Because you're right to be in a video, look pretty, but then you shouldn't have to be sexualized. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's wrong completely, and that shouldn't happen at all. But again, does the experiences you had, does that stop you from wanting to go and do that again? Yeah,
like, I don't think I ever do music videos again for somebody else. No way. I feel like now it's got way out of hand. Like, literally, when I'm telling you, I'll be in a music video getting paid like, say, $150 for, I don't know, 2 hours, right? I'm literally sitting there looking pretty and there's a girl next to me twerking for the same money. Yes. You understand? It's like, where's your price? And the thing is that this is from another point of view, I get people will say, well, you put yourself in that situation. You're going there wearing that kind of clothes. What? So you think man ain't going to move to you? It's not about that. You've hired me professionally to come, look pretty in your music video and then to go. Not to sleep with me and this and this and this and this.
So I guess it happens then.
Yeah, definitely. Like, and I think that's why I stopped it. And only recently, like, so obviously that was 2 years ago, but only recently, one of my friends who used to do it with me, like, back then, like, she does eyelashes, right? So she must have been doing my friend's eyelashes. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, Rod, do you remember when we used to do music videos? She's like, yeah, but you know what, Tia, there was so much stuff that happened that weren't supposed to happen, you know? And I was like, wait, what do you mean? Like, what did you see? And then she's like, this, and this. And I was like, swear, like, I saw that as well. Like, she said, but we were so young, we didn't even think, like, that wasn't right. Or when we're seeing these girls going there, because there was some gullible girls. Like, you have to be very strong, man.
But I think the good thing is that times have changed in a sense that these things can't be swept under the carpet anymore.
Way. No, now, hey.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I love with social media. And obviously social media comes with its pros and cons, but the pros of social media is nobody gets away with nothing. And
you're right.
And you remember, everyone's got a mum, everyone's got a daughter, everyone's got an auntie, everyone's got a sister. Same, everyone's got a brother, everyone's got an uncle. These things should not be swept under the carpet.
No, you're right. And that's why even last year, I would say, like midway, so I was 18 the year before that. But last year when I was 19, I just started seeing people getting baited out left, right, and centre. Loads of names, and I'm saying big names, like big names of production, like production directors, agency owners, artists, like big names. I just saw them getting baited out left, right, centre. I was like, whoa. I'm gonna sit back and watch this. But it's mad, like, for females in general. So it's honestly about how you hold yourself. But I don't think I'll ever do that. Like, another girl that used to do videos, her name is Shanice, isn't it? And she's calm, like, if I talk about her. But Shanice, she used to do music videos a lot with me as well. And now she's changed it around. She's saying, all right, cool, I built that profile. Now she does modeling and she promotes clothing lines and she talks about health and different things and travel. So it's really about how you manipulate them platforms. So yeah.
So how did you actually get introduced to that kind of scene of doing the modeling and the music video stuff? Who actually got you involved in it? And what's the process for people that kind of want to get into that now?
Well, don't do it my way. Let me just tell you that from now. No, I'm joking. No, that's reality, boy. But no, I was modeling. Okay, I done all that TV and stuff like that. I actually done a bit of TV as well from when I was about 14. I was on a few adverts, Asda, NatWest, the England World Cup in 2018. I done loads of that stuff. So I sort of understood the industry. And then when I got to 18, I was working with an agency called Fully Clothed Beauty, right? So they done just like normal shoots, like you could do like sexy lingerie shoots or just elegant or chic, whatever you want it to look like. They will help you build your portfolio. So then after I started posting my portfolio pictures, I was getting messages from these agencies that usually work with video vixens, and they were telling me, like, if you just want to make quick money, like, you can do this, that. So I was thinking, cool, quick money? Like, why not? Like, I might as well just start stacking up as well as working a part-time job. So then, like, yeah, that's how I started, and I was getting, like, 5 shoots a week, literally. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like, you get it, like, that's 1,000. Yeah,
that's worth it. And still doing a part-time job at the same time.
Yeah, so I was just banging, like, I was banging that out. And say, for example, if I was working and then I found a shoot that was gonna pay me more in that hour or something, I'll say, yeah, bye. Like, because remember, 2 hours, I think when I started, I was charging 2 hours was 100, and then I got it up to 250 for 2 hours, because then I was becoming more known.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If I continued it till now, like, everyone would know me as the video girl.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm thinking. Long term, I was never gonna do that. This is for the short term. So even like now, like, when I've had a few people clock me, like a few people, they're like, oh, and then you that blonde girl.
In that video, yeah.
Like, nah, sir, my sister, literally, like, nah.
You don't see my hair's not blood yet.
My hair's not blood. But also then I had a lot of filler as well. I used to have a lot of Botox. I don't have any filler in my face now, but I went for a little grey face. But obviously I wanted to have a look. Like, it was just all about that look, like, and I didn't want it.
So what conscious decision did you make to kind of say, no, I don't want the Botox, I don't want the filler, I don't want none of that stuff?
That as well is my mum, boy. Because obviously my mum, she's Jamaican and Sierra Leone. So enough time I'll get cuss out, like, my mum will be like, why? You're black, like, you have black in you, like, why do you need to do that, this, that? And my dad used to cuss me as well. Like, my dad's English, but he's like yardie, innit? So he would just get on to me, like, he's bare calling me duck face, this, that, like, he has no filter, like, he don't care,
don't
like,
care.
he's
Say
straight up, literally. So in the end, he's like, I'll even pay for it. I was like, oh wow, is it that bad? And then obviously I took it out just before my 20th. Then when it was my 20th, I just, like, it was a new me. But also, I look a lot younger. Like, when I had it, I feel like I look so grown.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why. But yeah, going back to the music video thing, that's basically why I stopped it, because obviously I just felt like boundaries were just being pushed, and I didn't want that to continue.
I think as well, because you had the part-time job, I think people don't actually understand that having a job and creating something outside your job is priceless. The reason why I say that is you don't take the desperate things just to make money. Like, same with you, you could easily say, you know what, I'm just going to take all these kind of shoots. But you didn't have to do that because you had the job elsewhere. So you could selectively choose and then know your worth at the same time.
That's it, yeah,
because
yeah.
you've now managed to get from £100 to 250. But if you didn't have the job outside, you're like, I'm going to have to take the £100. I'm going to have to take this £100. You're doing 5 shoots in a week and you're still making less money than what you originally would have made at your part-time job.
And I had so many shoots that I turned down, like, for really big artists. Because they were asked, like, they were requiring a lot. Like, for example, they want me to wear like a bikini or something like that. Like at the end of the day, like with girls that are doing videos, you have to realize, well, it's up to you, but you have to realize that one day you're gonna have a boyfriend, you're gonna have a partner, whoever you're with, and like the fact that if you've exposed it to the whole world, like what does your partner have something to look forward to?
Yeah, it's true.
Because more time they're gonna switch on the TV and watch you just
you're right.
whining and everything on the thing.
That's so true.
What's the point?
That's so true. I think it's true because again, when you get married and that's you. Your whole union is together, but like you was out to everyone. Yeah. That person's seen you, this person's seen you, that person's seen you. And that's a great way of putting it. Because many people don't see it like that. Once you have your partner, that is used together.
And the thing is as well, like okay, cool. So with another thing that made me sort of back up, right? And this is something that people like to hush and put under the carpet, but I'll say as it is. Cause I've said it on a few podcast things, right? He's like, whoa.
No, say it. No, I'm like, let's get a contract with me.
He's like, thank God I'm not saying it and just saying it before they come. No, but another thing, right? You're scared now, boy. Another thing I was gonna say is that with modeling and stuff like that, and once you get into this industry, it also can go into like escorting, right? And that's the reality of it. And I had a time where this guy was telling me, like, I must have been at a shoot, and he was telling me, like, listen, like I can get you to do this escorting thing, like literally, like you could be making bare money, this. So I was like, damn. I don't think I want to do that because I don't want to give myself this, that. But at the same time, I just got made redundant from a job. So then at this time, I was like, cool, this is a test. God is testing me, right?
It happens,
He's saying, are you going to wait for the blessing or are you going to, or are you going to take the easy route? So, so I always tell this story whenever I go to church or something like this, but cool. So, so I agreed to message the guy and then everything, and then he was like to me, cool, to meet with this like big time person. It's gonna be like you're gonna get like 8K, right? You're gonna get 8K. So I was like, 8K. No, I'm joking. So I was like, 8K, that's mad. So I just got me redundant. Cool. 8K is in front of me. TR, like, it's on Friday. Do you wanna come? Yes or no, right? So I thought about it. I prayed about it. I know that's mad, but I just prayed and I said, God, like, I don't have a job, like, just help me. Like, if this is not it, then just help me. So, obviously, I declined the offer because I just thought anything can happen to me. Like, I'm 18.
You're going by yourself as well.
I'm going by myself. I'm 18. All I'm getting told is that you're going to be going on an Uber to this place. This is happening. Then afterwards, you're getting this. Obviously, I declined it. And then 2 months after that, my stepdad's uncle passed away, right? He passed away and he was really close with us. And he left us all money. I kid you not, 8K exactly. I kid you not, 8K exactly.
Wow.
When I'm telling you God is good, when I'm telling you God is good, I'm telling you God is good, right? And then literally,
8K on the dot as well.
Literally, then a month after that, I got a call from I done an interview for Tesco, and then imagine I done the interview on the Saturday. On the Monday they called me. I got the job. When I'm telling you that God is good and God hears your prayers, He knew that this is not the way I wanted to make money because money that is from the root of evil will never last.
And you won't settle. Your head won't be at rest when you make money like that. And I think as well, like you said, at times of hardship, is when the devil comes on alert.
Definitely, because you're vulnerable and he's coming to comfort you. Like he's coming, don't worry, Tia. There's another way you can make money. But then, cool, I'm going to make that 8K, obviously I'm like, even if I have 8K in general, if you have 1,000, whatever, you're gonna give some to your parents or something like that. Are you not gonna feel guilt?
Yeah.
Do you understand? And it's so funny because a lot of people, whenever I tell, especially boys that sometimes they're immature, when I tell them this story, they're like, what, you could have got 16K? I'm like, shut up. Literally, you know, like silly little boys. But what I'm just trying to tell you is that when you believe it can happen, like I'm telling you, man, like I've seen so many ways that God has just shifted my life. Like I'm just thinking, this is like, I knew this wasn't the way, because more time, if I went there, I could have been killed. I could have caught something. I could have been attacked, because when girls are going out to do those kind of things, like you're literally a dolly. Like they can do anything to you.
Anything can happen.
They can do anything, and I know girls that do it as well. Like I've worked with influencers, that like female influencers, where they're flying out to Dubai, like all these things that people are hearing. It's not a lie, like it's real life.
I know. Yeah, I'll let you talk about that, but I've heard so much about that. But that's
that stuff in Dubai that people hear, like it's all real. It's all real. Like, and I'm saying young girls like 18, 19, 20, 21, like they're going out there, they're getting this money, they're changing their bodies, and it's like your body is not even developed. And it's so hard because there's women that are younger than us. That's why I'm happy that I was able to reverse and erase my filler stage, because
you look
I'm
older.
I look a lot older, and I didn't actually understand the long-term effects that it can migrate around my face, and it can increase the fat in my neck and different things, like different health stuff. So
do you know it's mad as well, because like I've heard so many stories about that, and
you lot just been traumatized by me.
Because I've always said to myself,
I didn't come into
no, look, it's unspoken gems. We're here to drop the gems, but like I was saying to myself, like, if that was your daughter or like you have to do that Liam Neeson thing. Like I don't know how he found his daughter, but it's one of them ones like you have to like take it to the extreme. And again, it's when you're gullible and you're vulnerable at a state of your life, it happens.
Yeah,
we're all human. It all happens, but it's the long-term effects it has on you. Do you know what I mean? That you can't erase.
And when I told my mum this story, like I only got to like when I was 19, and now that I'm 20, that I've really come close to my mum. So imagine I'm telling her the story 1 year later, right? Or 2 years later. So I told my mum, and imagine she's just thinking like, so when this was happening, like when you was receiving the texts, like, were you in the house? Like, where were you? Like, imagine saying I'm just sitting down eating and I'm just replying, oh yeah, let me just confirm. Oh, I'm not too sure yet. Can I let you know? Like, imagine, and my mom's sitting there. She's oblivious. Like, she literally just broke down, and she was like, you're so strong. Like, she said that you was being tested. Like, that was temptation. Like, you're so strong. And yeah, like it was messed up, man.
But it's hard sometimes, because with parents as well, they always want their child to come to them for advice, but sometimes you have to build your own story at the same time. And as much as obviously you want to get advice from your parents, they not always know what you're actually going through. Because like I can be at home with my mum, or I could do something, and I might not typically tell my mum, just because I think she won't understand where I'm coming from and why I'm doing it. But you have to always remember, these people have our best interest at heart. There's no one better to go to. Do you know what I mean? But we don't really see that at the time. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I think your mum was so upset. Like, how can you not come to me?
Yeah, how can you not come to me? Like, how can you not tell me that that you was going for it, or that you was even thinking to accept it? Like, that's just the maddest thing. But when I just, that honestly, that when my mum came back and she said, oh, you know, like, your uncle, like, he left this. Like, when I'm telling you, like, I'm opening the paper, and the way that God made me open the paper, was like, I could see 0, 0, 0, and then I waited, and then I see an 8.
It's mad.
Like, when I'm telling you, I'm crying.
Yeah, you had to cry.
Because I'm thinking, this is not even possible.
There's not coincidence.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to just break down.
This is not 7,999 This is 8K.
I bet everything went silent as well at that moment.
But remember, at the time, my mom's not even knowing why I'm silent. Do you get it? Because till 2 years after. So I remember I only had one friend that I used to like tell about those kind of things or whatever. I used to be like, you know what, this, that, and she was like, she's proper in the church, but she cusses me out anyway. But cool, this day she was like, bro, like, do you actually want, like, think about it, like, that was just like a voice in my ear, like, think about it. But I was like, oh my gosh, like, is there gonna be another way? When am I gonna get a job? This, that. I'm just thinking there's no shoots coming. It's been quiet for a bit because getting winter time, no one wants anyone to look pretty outside. Like, what's going on? So yeah, man.
It's just patience, I think. Patience is the most important thing.
That's
like,
it.
There's so much test around us. There's money here. We're in a country where there's so much opportunity.
That's it as well.
That's the
Like,
thing.
when I was 18, I was thinking, that's another thing I was thinking, oh my gosh, like, by the time I'm 19, I'm not going to be able to get anything for free. So let me do this, and that's the reality. So then as I was doing the Tesco's job, I done just a quick course in makeup artistry and special effects. So I can do that as well. Like, I just quickly done that. So that was another, another opportunity, another achievement. So definitely, like, but I've told this story so many times, and I think it's nothing that it's not a coincidence at all. Like, when I'm saying it's not a coincidence that it was the 8K and that I got the job on the Monday, like, there was no way. Like, I just knew. So yeah,
I think it's the journey as well. I think your journey is your story, and again, you've told this story to so much people because it's a valuable part of your life that you will never forget.
That's it.
And you probably tell your kids as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be like that.
You probably tell your kids as well. Yeah.
Literally, like, because I know what the industry is like as well. I think that is nice that I know that, because I know that for my kids, it's gonna be even worse. It's gonna be worse, and they won't be able to hide nothing, because I'm gonna be military. Even because I have a 4-year-old sister.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm very military with her. Like, even though she's 4 years old, because some of these kids, they're just getting grown too quick. Because I used to work in a nursery as well. And a lot of the kids I used to see used to think, wow, I could just give you $1. Because I know, like, even in your household, you probably couldn't even run things because your parents are just literally. I know you was probably even worse than mine. I can tell for fact. But yeah.
I was touching that. There's one story that I remember, like, even only now at my big age, my mum only knew I had 2 motorbikes. It was mad because literally my uncle needed a helmet. He bought a motorbike, and I said to my uncle, I've got a helmet. And I said, Mum, how do you not clock? Where have I got this helmet from?
Literally.
She just said, I thought your friend just gave it.
Shame.
So literally I was at dinner the other day and I said, Mum, do you know I had 2 motorbikes? I used to leave it at one girl's. I said, what madness? And she shouted at me. I'm like, I'm a big age, just still shouting at me. But she's like, why do you not just tell me? Why are you hiding something like that? Obviously there's more stuff, but I want to go to in depth about what I've hid. But little things like that, they don't understand why you're hiding it for them and things like that. But yeah, but going back on the industry slightly a bit, because I know you've done the video kind of modelling stuff for that, and you're kind of rebranding yourself for the music stage now. Do you feel that you might have any stigmas you come across because you've done the modelling stuff when you go into music now? For example, people might still say, oh, you're the one with the blonde hair. They might still kind of associate you with the modelling. Is that things you're going to...
I think... I also went on a show last year. I went on a TV show called Eating With My Ex.
Yes.
BBC Three. You
definitely
know it. You probably even watched me.
I've seen Eating With My Ex. I watched that a few times.
Definitely watch me on there. But I went on that show as well. So some people, they might clock me from that. But now, because I've worked with different influencers, they sort of clock me from the influencers. They'll be like, oh, wasn't you, especially in Paris, like, there's an entertainer, he doesn't like me to say influencer, so entertainer, okay, his name is Boris Becker.
Okay,
Literally, he's crazy, but me and him are really close, like, we've known each other for like nearly a year. And I remember last year, November, I went over to Paris, and I done one video with him, and it was all of us in a group. So I was like in and out of the camera car. Me and the other guy was at the side, so we was like in and out. From that one video, I kid you not, I got like 3K. From that one, and you can't even see me too tough. They can just hear me singing. So they can't even see me, and that's why every time I go to Paris, I try to make content with him. Like this time, I brought one of my friends. He's a dancer. That's another thing about me is if I see you got a talent, I'll bring people in for you. Like with my friend, he's a dancer. I was like, listen, Boris, like come with Boris, do a few videos with him. So he done a lot of videos with him. So I thought I'll let him do that because I always come here. So it's not even a thing where I mind. Like so I put him on. They made bare dancing videos in the street. So when Boris puts that out, my friend will get a bit of his whatever, his clout or whatever, and then I can go next time, make some videos with Boris. But yeah, like I done one video of him. Got loads of France fan base. So whenever I'm there, like people are telling me about VIP clubs, like if I want to go there.
That's it.
Even when I just came back to London, I was so vexed. But November, I just came back to London, and then I found out that there was an Instagram event in Paris, and and then one time, Boris was in London. So he shouts me, he's like, TiaMarie, are you here? This is that. I'm like, I'm working. Like, what is it? He's like, I have a surprise. Please meet me. And obviously, I didn't meet him, Fam, 1 hour later, I see he's with Will Smith.
Oh, my God.
Oh, like, do you get it? I'm just thinking, like, God, if this is not, like, if I couldn't go there, then what's the opportunity that's going to be bigger?
Yeah, that's going to happen again,
Literally. And then this year, just one more thing. This year, I was at Wireless, and I get like into the backstage, like VIP, stuff like that. And then I met Megan Thee Stallion's, what does he do now? I think he's a PA influencer, like promoter, like he's like her promoter, if that makes sense. So
like a PA basically.
Yeah, like a PA. Yeah. So now I was telling him, I used to do a bit of PA, like I want to know more about the advertisement marketing, and he was like, yeah, whenever you want to come down to New York, come and we'll show you this, that. But one day, I've been telling God to just prepare me, but one day I said, I want to have a FaceTime with him and just say to him, I can do this, this, and this. But what can I do to get to where I have to be? And that's it.
Yeah, because sometimes people will invite you to their country, but you need to tell them, this is what I'm coming here to do. I'm not coming to do X, Y. I'm coming here to do what I want to do. Because I'm not coming. And again, that's you knowing your worth.
Literally.
Which people don't understand sometimes at times. You know what I mean? You have to understand you are worth something, which is the difficult part of people understanding. So
it's lit, but I think my plans now, well, right now, obviously I work at Harrods, but I'm looking for a full-time, and then once I do the full-time, I just literally want to grind, make money, go studio, and then next year, I want to just start releasing loads of things. Like I've been meeting so many influencers, I know so many people, like, it's just about doing my thing now, like, letting it be Tia, but it's gonna come, like it's definitely gonna come.
So you're looking to like release more visuals, singles, EPs, body of work?
Yeah, I think right now what is really popping is sounds and samples on TikTok.
Yes.
So I think it's about the focus of that and trends as well. Like it's so annoying. I've had so many times where I've heard a sound and I'm thinking I could just make this into a song. Like I could just make it trendy, like what Central C done, right? And then it's like I miss it. Like I procrastinate and it's like the next week there's a new trend. So you could have just made that blow, but you just focused on something else. Like why did you not do it?
It's crazy.
So my time's gonna come.
But I've noticed as well with the whole music industry and things in general, it's very short-lived in the sense that 15-second clip will be here today, gone tomorrow. Like you said, a trend will come, will be here today, gone tomorrow. And it's like literally as soon as you see that trend, you got activated straight away. Because it goes. And people get bored. People get bored. And that's why, again, when you said you're rebranding yourself, that's you staying with the times because it comes with longevity. Look at Snoop Dogg. My man's rebranded himself like 5 times. Still going. That's what I'm saying. That's how you stay in the game. You got to rebrand yourself, move with the times. And remember, we've all come from a time where there was no social media. There was no pay. Wasn't even a mobile phone. You had to go to the phone box and call somebody. So the fact you've got this now in front of you, you've got to use it to your advantage.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so lucrative. It's so lucrative. Hello?
He's just been traumatized.
Nice. I like this. This is a good episode so far, boy, because I needed this to know what the scene is saying, boy.
Well, imagine like the industry just dodgy, innit? Like.
No, the industry, like, no, it is. The industry is the industry. It's like a office job. You have the CEOs that are all doing corrupt stuff, and you have the people at the front line working, but they don't see what the CEO is doing. And when shit hits the fan, the CEO will blame you. Yeah,
definitely. And I think also, just to add on to what you're saying, I think, for example, like drugs, weed, different stuff like that definitely plays a part. Like there's people I met, and I'm seeing them and I'm thinking, you're actually crazy, but when I've met you, I know why you're crazy. Do you get it? Like, it's not a personality. Or like, it's just, that's another thing, like, you see when you see these stories about like Elvis or Michael Jackson and the people around them are quiet and they don't want to say nothing because they just want to get paid.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. Like I'll say to the person, listen, like this is a bit much, isn't it? Like I don't know if I can handle this mentally, let alone you handling it. So I don't think you should do this. Or when I meet influencers and say, for example, I see a repetitive behavior that's not benefiting them, I'll ask them about their story. I'll say, why are you like this? Like, what happened in your childhood?
Is it trauma or something? Yeah.
Mainly it's to do with childhood.
Yeah,
like, I'm going to be real, because from the ages of 0 to say, I don't know, 10 is like your key childhood days. It's where you get everything that's taught to you, like what's good, what's bad. So I feel like a lot of them have been affected because of that, innit? So,
It's true. I'm not a psychologist, but trauma is something that lives with you forever. And it's like until you deal with that trauma head on, it's going to affect you for your whole life. And subconsciously, it will affect your children as well.
it's true, yeah. That's true as well.
This is the thing, but I don't think people really understand it. And again, that goes on the whole mental health thing. But that's another conversation entirely. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But another conversation entirely.
But going back to the entertainment industry and why I started it and basically why I do it is I kind of have it embedded in me, because I don't know if you guys are aware. I think you might be aware. My dad is Chris J, who was the owner of Heat FM 966 back in the day. I don't know if you know that.
I know that, yeah.
I don't even know if you know who he is.
I know Chris J.
Yeah, and I bet you're in shock right now. But that is my father. So he obviously had a lot of involvement in the industry. A lot of people like Skepta, Chipmunk, loads of people. He'll tell you the history of it. But obviously, with my dad, like I knew him when I was younger, but I met my dad properly when I was 14. And the way that we were just so alike and we understood different things was just like, all right, cool, this is where I got it from. But obviously, how I will go about my thing is a bit more like, like I kind of know what I'm doing, or this is that. But obviously, if you know about the Heat FM back in the day, like it was big.
Yeah, Heat FM was one of the pioneer stations back. It was more of a North. It was a North London thing, really. Heat FM, but it did cross over quite a lot.
Yeah,
but a lot of the North London MCs, Heat FM.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard, like, because he knows so much about the industry. I have my own views on the industry. So, at different times, I remember when we first sort of met, and I was like, Dad, I want to do music. And he was like, no, don't do it. Like, this is that, the industry's bad, this is that, or this, that. But I think he knows that I'm not a silly girl. Like, I know what I want, I know what I want to do. And I know about the industry from my personal experience. So he sort of just lets me get on with it. And now and then he might, actually not even now, he didn't even really say anything. I think because I have such a strong personality, I feel like no one can kind of tell me nothing.
Yeah, I guess a father be a father, and I think because he sees a lot of you and him and you, he knows you're doing it for the good, if you get what I mean. And again, I think as well, he just wants you to live your own story.
Yeah,
do you know
definitely.
What I mean?
But I think also with his help, like I've been able to meet a lot of people, like Paige Keiki. Like I was working with her producer when I was like 14, like just making beats, and just like she's really nice as well, and she's really talented. Back in the day, like she used to pop a lot, and I used to watch her. Like I wanted to be like her. I was one of those fan people. I always used to DM her like, Paige, what do you think about this? Like I think at one point she probably felt obsessed with her. So then when I started seeing her like nowadays, I feel like she's like, oh, like it's that girl Tia, like. But no, she's cool. But yeah, like whenever I tell people like sort of who my dad is, I like to tell people about me first before I say who he is, because
people
I think,
judge you based on what he's done. Yeah,
and it's like I'm not just Chris's daughter. Like I am TiaMarie, like by myself, and I am just for myself, because that's my brand. Like I'm not connected with anybody. That's my own individual brand. So yeah,
that's good you do that, because some people can use their parents' name to better themselves. And like you said, you described your life, your sound, everything before you explained who your dad was.
Definitely.
Which is excellent.
Yeah, and I think I was going to say, like, when the only time I use my dad's name is say if I want to, like, get something or something like that, I'll be like, oh, I don't know. Or say if I want to navigate through for a club or something, I'll be like, do you know my dad is? Oh, you're okay. Let her in. They're like, no, no problem. But yeah.
So what, are you only sibling, or is there more than you? Is there more than one of you? Do like brothers, sisters?
Yes, I've got an older brother called Kio. He's 22. He's really quiet, very introvert. He's not like a bad boy or something like this. Like he's very he works as a mechanic, and he's into Formula One, and he's like really intelligent. That's cool. And then I have my little sister that's from my mum, my stepdad, called Summer, who's 4. She's a good girl as well. And then my dad has kids on his side. I don't know if he'd want me to say that, but he have a kid. I have loads of sisters, and so yeah. Big family, but I'm the second oldest.
Okay. Wow. And predominantly, were you originally from North London? Yeah,
definitely. I lived in Tottenham, Edmonton, Muswell Hill, Wood Green. Now I live in Enfield. I moved around a lot because my mum always liked change, which is good, which made me adjust to all different kind of people. Like I've lived in, say, predominantly a white area, or I've lived in a community, like Tottenham is more community. I've lived in all different areas, which allows me to adapt. So yeah.
Which is good. Again, it helps you, like you said, to adapt, get used to a change of environment. We live in a multicultural country, so you kind of have to like get used to people of all different cultures.
Definitely.
Which is a great thing as well.
But when I was gonna say that when I used to work at a nursery, it was most of the people that was there. Okay, cool. I was the blackest person there. Let me just say that before I'm gonna just break it down in other ways. I was closest to black, right? Okay. And it's really this is another topic I kind of just want to talk about quick. People sometimes they assume that, I don't know, some light-skinned girls, like it's the other way around, like the dad's black and the mom's white. But with me, it's the other way around. I'm happiest that way because when I talk to people from the black community, they clock that straight away. They're like, yeah, your mom's definitely black because they can tell. Anyway, when I was working in this nursery, it was very difficult for me to relate and to communicate with some of the girls because it's like, even though I was probably closer to their skin, I was still a bit too black for them. Do you get what I mean? I know it's a mad statement,
No, but it's a huge thing at the moment
but
as well,
that's a mad thing, and I feel like anybody that's out there that's feeling like that, like, don't worry, like, don't change yourself, but at the same time, just maybe reevaluate, like, maybe that place is just not the place for you. Do you get it? So
no, that's a gem in itself, because I think a lot of people don't understand that as well. Being mixed is like, you sometimes think, do I fit in here? Am I too black? Am I too white? But like you said, you shouldn't be having that conversation in your head. You just have to realize this ain't the right place for me.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're only damaging yourself and confusing yourself by keep thinking, I need to fit in. Fit in. They need to fit into what you want, what you like. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I see it. Because again, being mixed, did you find them kind of stigmas growing up? Like,
yeah, definitely. Actually, when I was growing up, I can't lie, I looked more mixed race.
Okay.
And then as I got older, a lot of people thought I was Portuguese or
Angolan or something.
Yeah, Angolan or I don't know. Yeah, mainly like Portuguese or Moroccan. Because when I have my natural hair, like, which is short and curly, because last year as well I shaved my hair for charity.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's another mad thing. I've just done so many mad things. But yeah, that's another thing. Like, I shaved my hair for charity, so people are like, not too sure. And because I'm kind of like fair, but recently, like, there's so many people, like, if you go to Jamaica, like, there's people fairer than me. Like, do you get it? Like, there's all different kind of Jamaicans. There's Egyptian Jamaican, Asian Jamaicans, there's French, French, Jamaican, everything. Like, do you get it? So that's why I just,
Oh, wow. So, Tia, this has been a productive pod. We've got some gems that I didn't even know I was in there. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, you spilled some mad tea today, and we really appreciate that. But before we go, what is the time? Before we go, we want to see if there's anything you want to drop with us, or what projects you got coming, so the people can know when they watch this.
Cool. So,
and where to find you and whatnot.
Yeah, cool. Yep. So my socials is TiaMarie Ashanti on all digital platforms. right now, I think the only thing I really got out is I done a France vlog on my YouTube. So that came out maybe like a month ago. So check that out if you want to check that out.
So you got YouTube channel as well?
Yeah, YouTube channel,
Okay, wow.
YouTube, TikTok, Snap, and Instagram. But yeah, listen, if you add the Snap, you're about to behave, right? Because there's screenshots. But obviously, like, I have all that stuff, so you guys can check that out. What else? Oh, yeah, also today I'm wearing a hat that I'm promoting. It's called Double Up London. So I'm wearing that hat today. So yeah, if you guys want to check out the hat, then go check it out because it looks nice. And yeah, and just I say the only thing I would say, and just for people, is that I just like to leave people inspired and leave people thinking that the reality of social media and all that stuff, like, it's not what you think it is, and to stop trying to stop trying to get to the beauty expectations and or trying to shop out of your budget or something like that, because it's not real life, you know, at all. Like, and from my personal experiences that I've had, don't feel sorry for me. First of all, because that's some people, like, when they hear my story, they're like, oh. But don't feel sorry for me. Just take it as, you know, to try to avoid that. Like, I've already gone through that for you to learn, so you don't need to go through that to see what's in the fire, okay? So, yeah.
Yeah, you hear that, people? So thank you once again, Tia, for coming. She's dropped some valuable gems for you people about the industry and lots of other collective stuff that you can obviously take in and kind of do what you want to do with it. But yeah, thanks again, Tia, for that. Most appreciated. And yeah, that's Unspoken Gems podcast, and we out.
Woo! Well done.
Wow.